Don't matter how short or long my hair is, sometimes it looks like I've been electrocuted.
But just looking at some old pictures of when I was trying to let it grow out, like, I'm 30 years old, and I have the hair of somebody who had just become a grandfather. Right. So, I can't pinpoint the exact time I started going bald on the top. I want to say my early 20s. And it's naturally curly. See? I think it was by my late teens, early 20s, I started having that receding hairline. It could be genetics that I've picked up from my dad. He was 51 years old when he passed away, and I was 22 at the time. But especially after the time of his passing, I really started taking up his hair. Now, I think it's kind of frustrating, you know. Whether it's genetics, whether it's in the food that I'm eating, whether it's something environmental, or a combination of all factors. It's just a frustrating process trying to let it grow out anymore. And I know that there are treatments and supplements that I can do, but I do wonder what can be done to give me a full head of hair again without breaking the bank. Now, one motivation to just get rid of it all entirely was that I would have all that extra hair growing on my neck, and I wasn't very confident in trying to get rid of that myself. But this year, I stood between two mirrors, one of which I was holding. And only ever did this method twice. But even then, while trying that out and still letting it grow, you know, just looking at some old pictures of when I was trying to let it grow out, like back in, let's say, 2022, for example. There's this one picture of me at King's Dominion in 2022. And I was looking at that picture this evening, I'm like, So you might be wondering, why am I doing this outside? Well, I just didn't want to have too much of a mess to clean up inside, you know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff is on the ground here. I mean, you won't be able to see it as dark as it is. And just a moment ago, my Freebird shaver, its battery had just died. So I'm gonna get inside and finish the job by other means. So let's go. I got clippers that can be used plugged into the wall. Now, like I was saying, Dad had a bald spot too. Like when we had guests at the house or when he was out in public, he would always wear a hat. All right. Come on, plug in. Let's go. And that was during the summer 2020 when I started going with this different look. That was during COVID. Initially, I would have the hair work done for me, but in time, I would just do it myself. But if I want to take it all the way down to the scalp and skin, what I would then want to use would be a disposable stick razor. And I don't want to dry shave, so I would want to use some kind of moisturizing agent, such as a shaving cream, maybe even some kind of moisturizing soap, like Zest. And this whole thing that I'm doing, it requires practice and patience. I'll be back. And here's the end result. Mr. Clean with the mustache, or as one of my bosses in times past called me, Soda Popinski. I'm not seeing any signs of cuts or blood. No, that's not a cut, that's not blood, it's like a, I don't know, it's like, what is that? Probably just a freckle. Again, I will emphasize that this does take time and patience. However, keeping it short or shaved, that's easy. But with me having let it grow since late spring and summer, tonight was a challenge.